Hey, down at Thumpstar again. This information videos on air filters. So we're just going to show you guys a few measurements, explain the differences between each one, and hopefully point you in the right direction when you're buying an air filter. So first up, we're going to talk about this air filter here, which is classed as a 38mm air filter. And the reason it's classed as a 38mm air filter is because the inner diameter of where it bolts onto your carburetor is 38mm, as you can see there. We'll give you a couple other measurements. So the length of the foam is about 75mm, and the total length of the filter, including where it mounts onto your carburetor, is 95mm. And this is generally the same measurement between these three filters here. The only thing to note is, as you can see, they're a two-layer filter, so we can give you the diameter of the inner layer, which is about 70mm. So I think to note about this first one here, if you can see, it's got mesh inside there, and what this mesh does is help prevent the filter from catching fire from a backfire. So most of them don't have this mesh, so it is one thing to look for when you're buying one of these filters, is to make sure it's got the mesh in it, because it can help prevent a fire. Because what can happen if your carburetor is not tuned properly, and you get a bit of petrol on your filter, it can backfire, and then you potentially cause your filter to go on fire. So which is not ideal, and something you don't want to happen. So, and another thing that we 100% recommend is oiling your air filters and using fire retardant air filter oil. So at the end of the video, we're going to show you how to oil your filter properly. But yeah, this is what we recommend. Make sure it's fire retardant air filter oil, so it's not going to catch fire. The best brand that we recommend is called Motul. We haven't got it here with us, but you want to try and buy fire retardant Motul air filter oil. You can just put into Google and find it online. We will have it available on our shop soon. But yeah, most motorbike shops can get the brand Motul for you. Next up, we're going to show you, this is another size filter we have. This is classed as a 45. Oh, sorry, this one is a 42. So this is the next size up from the 38. And we've taken the outer layer foam off here just to show you what that looks like. The third one, this is an angled filter. So as you can see there, where it mounts onto your carburetor, it's actually got an angle. And the point of this is sometimes, depending on your bike, your filter can stick out and hit you in the leg, or be in the wrong position. So these angles will let you basically set where you want your filter pointing. So it's a really good idea. And yeah, so if you are buying them, look for an angled ones if you think that's going to help you out, or you can just obviously get your straight ones like these two other ones. So it just depends on your bike and what kind of riding this is just a different style, not that common, but it just depends on your bike, and you know what I mean. This one's obviously a lot, not quite as tall as the other ones, but it's a lot, the diameter of it's a lot more. So we can give you some measurements. So the outer diameter on this one is 110mm, and then the height of it is about 50 mils, and then the height including where it mounts onto your carb is 60, if you can see there. So they're not as common, but yeah, there's another filter that you can purchase. Next up, we're talking about this fourth filter here, which is a mesh filter. These filters are used more for road riding and also in non-dusty conditions. The good thing about these filters is they're not fire, like they're fire resistant, because they're made of mesh, so they can't catch fire. So yeah, if you're riding in not very dusty conditions on the road, then you definitely recommend one of these for your bike. This is also classed as a 38mm. As you can see there, it's 38mm diameter on the intake. So yeah, these filters are definitely nice wee filters. We'll give you also a couple other measurements of this filter. So the length here is about 80 millimeters, including where it mounts onto your carburetor, and then just the pod filter bit itself is 65 millimeters. So you also see these advertised as named as pod filters or mesh filters. So just keep a lookout for them, and they are on our website. Last of all, we're just going to talk about this Airbox. So this one here, as you can see, is actually an Airbox, so which is real good because if you want to ride in water or heaps of mud, it will stop the mud getting into your filter and blocking up your carburetor. So it's quite a nice Airbox system. We'll just pull it to bits and show you what's inside. So there's your foam there, which can be oiled up with your fire retardant oil, and it's also even got a backfire plate, and also you can see there it's got the mesh. You can see there it's got the mesh as well. So yeah, real safe, good quality Airbox system. The only thing is with these ones, these only fit onto you from about your 50cc up to your 88cc's. We do have a bigger Airbox for the bigger bikes, but it's just not available today for us to show you. So yeah, next up we're going to show you guys how to oil a filter. So this is just the plastic bag that this filter come in. So I mean, this is how it comes. So I mean, you want to keep this because it's handy for oiling it up when you get your fire retardant air filter oil. And all you want to do is open up your bag, pour a little bit in, we're just going to show you this we're just going to show you this outer layer just to keep the video simple, but it's the same principle. Put it in the bag, just like you want to just do so the bag's tight, and then yeah, just you want to like squeeze it like that. Don't wring it out because that will rip the foam. So you just want to give it a squeeze, just kind of like squash it, like I'm doing, as you can see. And this is the proper way of doing it without actually ripping your foam. And just make sure that it's all covered. And then yeah, just want to sort of slide it up the top of the bag and sort of give it one last squeeze to get the bulk of the oil out of it. And then yeah, basically that's an oiled air filter without even getting your hands dirty. So yeah, hope that helped you guys out, and thanks for watching.